Arsenal's Premier League struggles, Arteta's tough decisions and future challenges. In the final moments of a tense match, Mikel Arteta stood on the touchline, arms crossed and shaking his head in disbelief. The frustration was palpable as he watched his team desperately chase an equaliser, only to be met with disappointment once again. The only thing that broke his intense gaze was a warm embrace from Andoni Iraola, an old friend from their youth at Antico Kirol El Cartier in San Sebastian, as the final whistle blew. It was yet another frustrating afternoon for the Arsenal manager, encapsulating the struggles of their Premier League campaign. Just days before, Arsenal seemed on the verge of securing a third consecutive second-place finish, buoyed by a stellar performance from Declan Rice on his 100th appearance for the club. But in a shocking turn of events, they found themselves suffering a second home defeat in just 4 days. With a crucial Champions League semi-final against Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain looming, this was hardly the ideal preparation. The match saw Dean Huijsen's header and a scrappy winner from Evanilson, leading to a staggering 21 points dropped from winning positions this season, Arsenal's worst record since Arteta took over in 2018-19. This alarming trend of fragility is a major concern for a club that has struggled to take that final step forward for the past 2 decades. Arteta's decision to substitute Rice with 16 minutes left, in an attempt to rest key players for the upcoming trip to Paris, backfired spectacularly as Bournemouth seized the opportunity to snatch the points. This was the second time this season that Iraola, whom Arteta once described as a super talented, very skillful a player, has outsmarted his former teammate in the league. For Iraola, who has been linked with a move to Tottenham, this victory must have felt particularly sweet. If he can keep his team performing well, those 6 points could be crucial in securing a European spot for next season, a remarkable achievement for a side that was in contention for the top 5 until a dip in form in March. Despite providing an assist for Rice's goal, Martin Ødegaard's form remains a significant worry for Arsenal. The club's player of the year for the past 2 seasons, an accolade likely to be passed to Rice, has only found the net twice in the league this season. Arteta acknowledged that creative players often experience ups and downs. Even Ødegaard's recent life changes, including the birth of his first child in December, may not have helped his performance. In previous seasons, Ødegaard and Bukayo Saka were almost ever present in the Premier League, while Rice played nearly every minute of his first campaign in North London. This season, however, injuries and suspensions have plagued the squad, with only Rice, William Saliba, Jurrien Timber, and Thomas Partey starting more than 30 matches. Arteta knows these issues have cost them dearly in their quest to keep pace with Liverpool, stating, "If you look historically at what happened over the last 100 years, not one single team has done it." Given this context, it was surprising to see Arteta make only 2 changes from the team that suffered their first defeat in 12 matches against PSG in the first leg. While Ben White struggled in a rare start, Partey's return from suspension allowed Rice to push further up the pitch, a tactical shift that had potential. The Bournemouth fans taunted White with chants referencing their former captain after he missed an early chance, but he redeemed himself by scoring the opening goal, finishing with precision after a clever through ball from Ødegaard. His celebration, a bow to the clock end, was met with enthusiastic applause from the home crowd. Arteta had anticipated that Bournemouth would provide a similar challenge to what they would face against PSG in terms of intensity. However, it's unlikely that PSG has anyone capable of delivering a long throw like Antoine Semenyo, whose introduction off the bench changed the game when he set up Huijsen's header. As Bournemouth clung to their lead, Iraola celebrated a late goal kick with exuberance, and moments later, their victory was confirmed. With 2 wins from their last 3 matches, Bournemouth is on track for a European spot, while Arteta must quickly rally his troops to keep Arsenal's Champions League dreams alive.